Rapid fire entertainment.
What happened to the bars and
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to the Two Fly Podcast. I'll be your host with the most to stay fly from coast to coast, Tommy Two Fly.
What's good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Tommy Two Fly, and we back live in the Two Fly Podcast. And today's topic is titled, The Art of 16 Bars. And I was getting this question asked a lot by older folks that wanted to kind of understand, not even older folks, just a lot of people in general that wanted to know when someone says bars or I got a hot 16 bars. They get lost. They want to understand what that is. So today I want to talk about the art of 16 bars, man. What is 16 bars, you may ask? Well, 16 bars is pretty much the lifeblood of any rapper, rap artist. 16 bars is pretty much a bar measurement of the beat itself, the instrumental. So when a rapper normally makes songs, they measure out by 16 bar length, which is pretty much the verses in the songs, not necessarily the hook, but the verse. That means the verse itself is the actual 16 bars. So I know y'all wondering, for an artist, how does that compliment them? Well, just say if you was filling out a job application and you was filling this application out as a rapper, the first thing that should be in the experience column is the known that you know what bars are, the known identity. And then you understand the standard music industry standard of 16 bars verse. You got to know these things. So when I first started out as a rapper, I never heard of 16 bars or understood what bars even was, because at this time in my life, when I first got introduced and I wanted to rap, I just said whatever came off the top of my head. I didn't even know it was a way of measuring it, of saying I wanted to fit within this time slot. And the time slot is pretty much like the 16 bars. So one of my cousins had to literally sit down and show me what it meant to rap with bars. And I never got it. But basically, a bar is a line, if you really look at it. And for me to put it in the purest, simplest form for you to understand it, a bar is a line. One line is one bar. So if you got 2 lines, 2 bars. You got 3 lines, 3 bars. You got 4 lines, 4 bars. Basically, you got to measure that out to 16. And now you got a 16 bar verse, which standard song probably is an intro, and then maybe the hook comes in, and then you go into the verse. And so what that will look like if I had to write it out in bars, what that'll look like is something like this, the format for it. The intro will roughly probably be 4 bars, and then the hook is normally a standard of 8 bars, and then the verse itself is 16 bars. And then after the verse, you come back in with another 8-bar hook, and you come back in with another 16-bar verse. And you might come back with another 8-bar hook, and then your outro, which could be a random 4 bars like the intro, or you can make it last to 8. Doesn't matter on that point. But y'all get the gist of what I'm saying. The art of 16 bars, this is exactly what it is. It's writing lines out to match that 16 bar length, bar note in the instrumental. And it definitely took me a minute to grasp that. But I made it simple for myself to understand it better. So once I understood that one line is one bar, I kind of caught on to what it meant to come up with this bar format of rapping. Because like I said, I used to just freestyle off the top of my head, and then so when I did a song, it was just pretty much me rapping off my head until the hook comes back in. And like, I would probably much tell the engineer like, yo, just cut that last part off and keep whatever you had to keep. So yeah, that's when my cousin was like, nah, man, you got to learn how to rap in bars. So this is how I made it easy for myself. So I hope y'all follow me on this. Basically what I do, I get a sheet of paper or get on the computer, whatever suits your vote. Sometimes I like to write it first and then come back and type it and make some changes. But writing it feels more organic to me. But anyway, I will get a sheet of paper or like I said, get on the computer, create you lines. Number out the lines, 1 through 16. Number out the lines, 1 through 16. I taught a lot of upcoming artists this, how to find a bar structure. So basically, like I said, just get your sheet of paper or get on a computer and number out 1 through 16. Now, when you insert that first lyric or your lyrical content, that first line, that number 1 stands for 1 bar. Now the trick to it is this. The length of that line and the length of your next line, it should be similar, matched. What I mean by that? Well, the timing of you saying that line should also be roughly the same timing on the next line. And not to say you're going to have all the lines evenly matched, all your lyrics evenly matched to each line. That's not what I'm saying. It's just more so of how you're saying each line should match out to the next line, because it's the way you use your breath, you know what I'm saying, your lungs, the way you're reciting it has to match up. So let me give you a quick example of what I'm getting at. This right here is some lyrics that I wrote for a feature. Shout out to J Metrics for a song he has called Diamond Tears. And I'm just going to describe you the first 4 bars of it. So let me go into detail with you. And I'm not going to like literally rap it. I'm just going to read it out so you can follow what I'm saying. So the beat is kind of like on a slow tempo. So let's say this is number 1, my first line. You want to share my pain, you can have it all. See what I'm saying? So basically, you got to picture the drums in that. You want to share my pain, you can have it all. My second line, my number 2. Sick of all the fighting, I don't want to battle y'all. Do you hear the flow in it? That's 2 bars. You can share my pain. You want to share my pain, you can have it all. I'm sick of all the fighting, I don't want to battle y'all. Normally, listen to how it matches similar to the first line.